Have you ever picked up your phone and noticed it was so hot you could barely hold it? Maybe it happened while charging, playing games, watching videos, or even when your phone was just sitting on your desk. If that sounds familiar, don't ignore it. An overheating phone isn't just uncomfortable. It can slow down your device, drain your battery much faster, reduce performance, and over time even shorten your battery's lifespan. The good news is that in most cases, an overheating phone doesn't mean it's broken. In fact, there are several simple things you can do that can cool it down and stop the problem from happening again. In today's video, I'm going to explain exactly why phones overheat, the 7 most common reasons behind it, how to fix each one step by step, and a few mistakes that millions of people make without even realizing they're making their phones hotter. So if you want your phone to stay cooler, run faster, and keep its battery healthy for longer, make sure you watch until the end because some of the most important tips are the ones most people never think about. Let's get started. Before we start fixing the problem, it's important to understand why your phone gets hot in the first place. Every smartphone has a processor, often called the CPU, which is basically the brain of the phone. Whenever you open apps, play games, watch videos, browse the internet, or use the camera, that processor has to work. Just like the engine in a car gets warm while driving, your phone's processor also produces heat while it's working. The harder it works, the more heat it creates. Your battery also produces heat whenever it's charging or supplying power to your phone. That's completely normal. Modern smartphones are actually designed to get warm from time to time. The problem begins when they become much hotter than normal. When that happens, your phone starts protecting itself. You might notice the screen becoming dimmer. Games may start lagging. Apps can become slower. Charging speed might suddenly decrease. Some phones even display a warning saying the device needs to cool down before you can continue using it. This is called thermal protection, and it's actually a good thing because it helps prevent damage to the phone's internal components. Now let's look at the 7 most common reasons why phones overheat and, more importantly, how you can fix them. Cause number 1: playing games for long periods. Let's start with one of the biggest reasons phones overheat: gaming. If you've ever played games like PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, FC Mobile, Genshin Impact, Roblox, or any other demanding game, you've probably noticed your phone becoming warmer after just a few minutes. That's completely normal. Games are one of the most demanding things your phone can do. Your processor has to calculate everything happening in the game, while the graphics processor, also known as the GPU, renders every frame you see on the screen. At the same time, your display is refreshing dozens or even hundreds of times every second, depending on your phone. All of that requires power. And more power means more heat. If you're also charging your phone while gaming, the battery is producing additional heat at the same time. That's one of the fastest ways to make almost any smartphone overheat. So how can you reduce it? First, lower the graphics settings if you don't need maximum quality. Many games look almost identical on medium settings but generate much less heat. Second, avoid charging while playing whenever possible. If your battery is low, it's much better to charge it first and then continue playing. Third, remove a thick phone case while gaming. Some cases trap heat inside the phone and make it much harder for the device to cool itself naturally. Finally, take short breaks. Even a 5-minute break every hour gives your phone time to cool down and helps maintain better performance. Remember, a slightly warm phone while gaming is completely normal. A phone that's too hot to comfortably hold is not. That's a sign you should stop for a few minutes and let it cool down. Number 2: charging your phone incorrectly. Another very common reason phones overheat is charging. Many people think fast charging is dangerous. The truth is a little more complicated. Modern smartphones are designed to support fast charging safely. Manufacturers include temperature sensors inside the phone that constantly monitor heat while charging. If the temperature becomes too high, your phone automatically slows down the charging speed to protect itself. However, there are still several charging habits that can make your phone much hotter than necessary. The first is using cheap or low-quality chargers and cables. These often don't deliver power as efficiently as original or certified chargers. Using the charger that came with your phone, or a high-quality certified replacement, is always the safest choice. Another mistake is charging your phone under a pillow, blanket, or on a couch. Your phone needs airflow to release heat. When it's surrounded by fabric, that heat gets trapped, causing the temperature to rise much faster. Charging your phone in direct sunlight is another bad habit. Imagine charging your phone inside a hot car during summer. The battery is already heating up because it's charging, and the sun is making it even hotter. That's a combination you should avoid. If you notice your phone becoming warmer than usual while charging, place it on a hard surface like a desk or table where air can circulate around it. In most cases, that's enough to help it stay much cooler. Cause number 3: too many apps running in the background. Here's something many people don't realize. Even when you're not actively using an app, it may still be running in the background. Social media apps, messaging apps, location services, weather apps, cloud storage services, and many others constantly perform small tasks behind the scenes. Individually, they don't use much power, but when dozens of apps are running at the same time, your phone's processor has to work harder. More work means more heat. This problem is especially common on older phones with limited RAM and slower processors. You may notice your device getting warmer even when you're not doing anything demanding. So what should you do? First, restart your phone regularly. A simple restart clears temporary processes and gives your phone a fresh start. Second, check which apps use the most battery. On both Android and iPhone, you can view battery usage statistics inside the settings menu. If one app is using an unusually high amount of battery, it may also be generating excess heat. Third, uninstall apps you no longer use. Many people have dozens of apps installed that they haven't opened in months. Removing unnecessary apps helps free up storage and reduce background activity. Finally, disable background refresh for apps that don't need it. Not every app needs to constantly update itself every few minutes. By reducing unnecessary background activity, your phone can run cooler and your battery may last longer too. Number 4: direct sunlight and hot weather. This is one of the easiest overheating problems to understand. If you've ever left your phone in direct sunlight, you already know what happens. It gets hot, very hot. Phones are designed to operate within a specific temperature range. When the environment around them becomes too hot, they struggle to get rid of the heat they naturally produce. Imagine sitting outside during summer. The air temperature is already high. Now add gaming, video recording, navigation, or charging on top of that. Your phone has almost no chance to cool itself efficiently. One of the worst places for a phone is inside a parked car during summer. The temperature inside a vehicle can rise dramatically in a short period of time. In extreme cases, this can damage the battery permanently. If your phone feels extremely hot because of sunlight, move it into the shade immediately. Stop demanding activities. Remove the case if necessary. Allow it to cool naturally. One important warning: never place a hot phone inside a refrigerator or freezer. Some people try this, but sudden temperature changes can create moisture inside the device and potentially cause damage. Instead, simply move it to a cooler environment and let it cool gradually. Patience is much safer than trying extreme solutions. Cause number 5: an aging battery. Many people blame their processor when their phone overheats. Sometimes the real problem is the battery. Every rechargeable battery slowly wears down over time. That's normal. After hundreds of charge cycles, batteries become less efficient. When a battery becomes older, it may generate more heat while charging and discharging. You may also notice faster battery drain, unexpected shutdowns, slower charging, increased temperature during normal use. If your phone is several years old and overheating frequently despite following all the previous tips, the battery could be the reason. Fortunately, batteries can often be replaced. Replacing a worn battery can make an older phone feel much better and operate at lower temperatures. If your battery health is significantly degraded, replacing it may be cheaper than buying a completely new phone. The important thing is identifying the cause before spending money unnecessarily. Cause number 6: software bugs and outdated apps. Sometimes, the problem isn't your hardware at all. It's your software. After a major operating system update, some phones can temporarily run hotter than usual. This happens because the phone is optimizing apps, rebuilding files, and running background tasks after the update. Usually, this only lasts a day or two. However, if the overheating continues for several days, another app might be causing the problem. A buggy application can constantly run in the background without you even noticing. That means your processor keeps working, your battery drains faster, and your phone becomes warmer than normal. So what should you do? First, check if your apps have updates available. Developers frequently release updates that fix bugs and improve battery efficiency. Second, restart your phone. It sounds simple, but restarting closes background processes that may have become stuck. Third, if you recently installed a new app and your phone suddenly started overheating, try uninstalling that app for a few days to see if the problem disappears. Keeping both your apps and your phone updated is one of the easiest ways to avoid overheating caused by software. Cause number 7: hardware problems. If you've tried everything we've talked about so far and your phone is still overheating even while doing simple tasks, the problem may be hardware related. For example, an old battery can generate excessive heat. Internal damage from a drop or water can affect components. A damaged charging port may cause charging issues. In rare cases, the motherboard itself could have a fault. If your phone becomes extremely hot while simply sitting on a table or when you're only sending messages, that's not normal. Another warning sign is if the battery starts swelling. If you notice the back of the phone lifting, the screen separating from the frame, or the phone changing shape, stop using it immediately and have it checked by a professional. Never try to puncture or press a swollen battery. Although hardware problems are much less common than software issues, they should never be ignored. Number 7: quick things you can do right now. Let's quickly recap the easiest ways to cool down your phone. Checkmark stop using demanding apps for a few minutes. Checkmark remove thick phone cases while gaming or charging. Checkmark move your phone away from direct sunlight. Checkmark close apps running in the background. Checkmark use the original charger whenever possible. Checkmark restart your phone. Checkmark keep your software and apps updated. Most people only need 1 or 2 of these fixes to solve their overheating problem. Common phone overheating myths. Before we finish, let's clear up a few common myths. Myth number 1. Fast charging always damages your phone. Not true. Modern smartphones are designed to manage fast charging safely. The real danger comes from poor quality chargers or charging in extreme heat. Myth number 2. If my phone feels warm, something is broken. Also false. A slightly warm phone while charging, gaming, recording video, or using GPS is completely normal. Final thoughts. Phone overheating can seem scary at first, but in most situations the solution is surprisingly simple. Whether it's heavy gaming, charging habits, background apps, hot weather, or software bugs, understanding the cause is the first step toward fixing it. By following the tips you've learned today, you can keep your phone cooler, protect your battery, and even improve your phone's overall performance. If this video helped you, don't forget to leave a like. And if you enjoy simple phone tips, troubleshooting guides, and tech tutorials that actually solve real problems, make sure to subscribe because I upload new videos regularly to help you get the most out of your devices. Also, if you're experiencing a different phone problem, let me know in the comments. Your suggestion could become my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.